Mare Nostrum, the Mediterranean, was completely different in Roman antiquity than it is today. It was a communal political space and a unifying element of different cultures. The city of Ephesus was located in the wealthy province of Asia and functioned as an interface between Anatolia and the Aegean Sea, in other words, between Asia and Europe. In the 2nd century CE, up to 250,000 people probably lived in the city, which was held in high esteem as a residence of the governor, as a trade metropolis, and as a cult center. A fertile hinterland, rich in raw materials as well as perfect for transport routes by land and sea, contributed to the commercial basis for the city's prosperity. These natural conditions were further expanded on by man-made factors. The sanctuary of the mighty Ephesian Artemis was considered to be a secure bank for money transactions of all kinds. The area, 304 hectares in size and located between two mountains, was densely developed. Suburbs developed close to the gates and around the harbor. Inner urban, major routes connecting individual quarters impress with their ornate design. This is particularly the case for the Kuretes Street. It was embellished with a marble pavement, flanking honorary monuments and colonnades over the centuries. The eastern end, by the upper agora, was composed of a small square, and along its northern edge a colonnade was built in late antiquity. The colonnade was open to the street, providing shade as well as protection from the rain, and also led to the rooms located beyond, which remain unexcavated. In the second half of the 6th century, the columns were closed off with walls, and the colonnade was replaced by 3 small chambers that were accessible from the street. The furnishings of the easternmost room are particularly revealing. Here, benches built of brick were located along 2 walls, as was a cupboard, installations for the preparation of food, as well as a channel for the disposal of refuse. The adjoining room contained objects that suggest a craft workshop, but it was soon closed and bricked up. Let us return to the eastern room, which was interpreted as a tavern based on the large quantities of eating and drinking vessels that were found dispersed across the floor. These include straight-rimmed, flanged cups in which the food was placed and served to the customers. Imported and locally produced amphorae were stored in the room, such as those of the type Ephesos 56, which had been filled with wine. This one was probably mixed with water in a table amphora, spiced and presented to the guests. Small-handled beakers were also found in large quantities and could be emptied with just a few small sips. The dishes and furniture remained in place due to a catastrophic fire that suddenly ended this hustle and bustle in the early 7th century under the rule of the Emperor Heraclius. Massive layers of wood charcoal are evidence of an enormous fire that, without a doubt, must have surprised those operating the taberna and possibly also the guests. Man's plight, archaeologists' luck. 1,400 years following the destruction of the taberna, its excavation again brings to life the memory of probably merry hours in Ephesus.